back to my channel. I thought today we would just do an everyday look. So I've got a few products out here. We're just going to do a hodgepodge of a little bit of everything. Okay, so I'm going to start off by using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Light. This is a really great everyday foundation. Just pop a little bit onto my finger and then just dot it all over the face. And then I'm going to use my Zoeva foundation brush just to go in and blend everything out. Just make sure it's all nicely blended. And then for eyeshadow, today I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild palette. It's just a very neutral palette for a nice everyday look. So first of all, I'm going to use this shade at the bottom for the crease as a transition shade. So just blend that all out into the crease, and I go just a little bit above my crease because my eyes are slightly hooded, just to make that hood recede and give the eyes more definition. And then being careful not to go beyond the brush, because otherwise the shadow will tend to pull your eyes down, and my eyes are already a little bit downward sloping. So we just blend that. Then I'm going to go onto the lid with this shade over there. It's a nice, it's just a nice foily type lid shade. So we're just going to go in with that, just to brighten up the eyelid, just to make the eyelid pop a little bit. These shadows are quite good, quite enjoy them. They're not bad quality for the price. And then using this middle deep shade, I'm going to go into the corners of the eyes just to define that slightly and just bring it up into the crease, so in a C shape, just to give that crease some definition. Just bring it up into the crease lightly. We're going to blend all this out in a minute, just to make sure it's all smooth. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my Inglot blending brush. So we're just going to blend everything out together just to make sure it's all seamless. So we don't have any harsh edges. And then for the lower lash line, we're going to go back in with a pencil brush. We're going to use that dark shade again, just to line that dark shade, just to line the lower lash line. And I'm just going to do the outer 2/3 because I don't want to make my eyes look small. I want to keep them as open looking as possible. So just going into the outer 2/3. Just blend that with your finger if there's any kind of line there. And Then for cheeks, first of all we're going to powder this down. So I'm going to use my Clarins Stay Matte powder. This stuff is bullshit, but anyway, we've got to use it because I bought it and it cost me a lot of money, so I'm determined I'm going to use it. So we're just going to powder everything down, and then we are going to add a little bit of bronzer. So I've got my Clinique bronzer here in medium. This is just a lovely natural bronzing shade. Just dip a little bit in there. I'm just going to carve out a little bit of a cheekbone, bringing the bronzer up into the temples, just very lightly, bringing it right up there. And then I'm just going to go in with a little bit on my forehead, just to give that a little bit of color. And then I'm going to just gently tap some onto the bottom of my chin to give us a nice defined chin. And then for blusher, I'm going to go in with the Clinique Cheek Pop. This is a lovely natural corally shade. I'm using my Smashbox blush brush. So we're going to go in using that. I'm just going to tap it in lightly. Just blend it, bring it slightly onto the apples and keeping it high, because we want to create the illusion of lift. So we're just going in quite high. We just want a nice pop of color, nothing too hectic. And then I thought we could do a little bit of highlighter. This is the Essence Strobing Highlight. I really like this because it's really natural. It doesn't give you that YouTube kind of, we don't want that, that typical YouTube kind of wet look highlight. We just want something just something subtle. This is really nice and subtle. Going in a little bit like that. And then we're just going to put a little bit the end of the nose, just above the Cupid's bow. For brows today, I'm just going to groom my brows. I don't really feel like filling them in today because it's Sunday. I don't have to do brows on Sunday. Sunday. And then for lips, I'm using a Maybelline lip liner, and we're just going to go in. I'm going to define the lip, and I'm just going to go straight across the Cupid's bow like that. Oops. And then I'm going to take, this is a lovely natural pink Revlon in Teak Rose. It's a beautiful everyday color. Then finally onto mascara. So we're going to be using the Clarins Wonderlash mascara. And I'm just going to, when I apply it, just pull my lid up so that it just doesn't get transferred onto the lid, because that is such a pain to try and clean up. So pull the lid slightly away, and then you just do the same on this side. This is quite a nice mascara. It's once you've come to terms with the brush, it's quite a big brush. And then I'm just going to do second coat, and then just using what is left, we're just going to gently apply to the bottom lashes, just a little bit of what's left. So we're missing a little bit of our definer on the right eye. It's kind of all disappeared, so I'm just going to pop a little bit more on. Just blend that out. Just pop it out. Blend it out like so. So that we have some definition there. So I hope you can see that. That is the finished look. I'm now going to go and dry my hair, and I will be back. And so that, guys, is the finished look. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I will list all the products in the and I'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao.